so that we know the quorum. Sentuti. Can I have the numbers, Secretariat? Can we move with speed, Secretariat, so that we start? PRM? PFP? Let's do this, colleagues. Is PFP inside the venue? PFP is present. APF? APF, are you in?
Side.
PRM? PRM?
Not yet present.
Okay. Just right. Yeah, thank you very much, Secretariat. We have confirmed the numbers. We do meet the quorum. Thank you very much. I will now request the City Manager, Mr. Mpele, to read the notice of convening the council meeting. Mr. Mpele, over to you.
Good morning, Honorable Speaker, His Worship the Mayor, Councillor T.M. Kaunda, Deputy Mayor, Councillor Mieni, Whip of Council, Councillor Sishange, Collective Leadership of eThekwini Municipal Council, members of the public, ngikhuleke kumakhosi asendlunkulu, ngibingelele ngokuzithoba nakumalunga omphakathi akhona abukele through the live streaming, members of the media, officials from the city, senior officials, and the members of the Secretariat. I hereby wish to read the notice of the meeting to all members of eThekwini Council that the Speaker of Council, Councillor Tinya, was taking into account the closeness of the meeting held on 13 July to the next scheduled date of meeting, humbly uses powers conferred upon him in terms of Section 29, subsection 1 of the Local Government Municipal Structures Act number 117 of 1998 as amended to advise of the next ordinary meeting of the eThekwini Municipal Council convening on Tuesday, the 15th of August, 2023 at 10 o'clock in Durban, ICC. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, City Manager. I officially declare the council meeting opened. Let's all stand up and receive the national anthem. Let's have a moment of silence for prayers and personal reflection. Thank you very much. You may take your seats. Thank you very much. Councillors, we now, in terms of our agenda, we are on item number 5, where we'll get the announcements from the Speaker's office. Let's listen to the announcements. As we celebrate the Women's Month, we salute all women for being the backbone of families and communities. The Council is geared to strengthen women empowerment programs as part of uplifting women in various disciplines, for them to also play a meaningful role in the economic activities in particular. The eThekwini resilience after disaster has caught the attention of the BRICS countries. As the Gauteng province is hosting BRICS summits in the month of August, eThekwini has been earmarked to host built-up events and a platform to share floods, experiences, and challenges with internationals to put heads together to determine measures to mitigate floods risk in the area of eThekwini. The Council is proud for its decision to sponsor Imputuzeko Maskandi Festival held over the weekend, promoting our very own Maskandi artists while also boosting local business. Events remain a drawcard to stimulate local economy. The city of Thekwini will continue competing in the event space to promote local economic growth. Thank you. As the eThekwini leadership, we condemn the killing that has happened in the municipality in the recent, in last few days or few weeks. The shooting incident that took place at Umlazi, where 11 people were shot and killed. I'm told the number now has increased to 11, because there were people who were admitted in hospitals. Those people were later passed on. They are 11. We are pleading to the community, not only Umlazi, but everyone in the municipality, to stand up and fight crime that is becoming a huge challenge in our municipality. While we are mobilizing our people, we also want to appreciate those members of the community who have decided to stand up and mobilize themselves and form part of forums that are fighting crime in our townships, in our communities, who are assisting people who are most vulnerable. Thank you very much to those people who are part of forums that fight crime in our communities. We are saddened by the loss of our fellow councillor from the Democratic Alliance, Councillor Msomi. The loss of one member is a loss of invaluable contribution to take our city or our municipality forward. Condolences to the family, friends, relatives, and also to the Democratic Alliance and the eThekwini Municipal Council. The leadership wishes the founder of the IFP and the member of the South African Parliament, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, a speedy recovery as he is hospitalized due to ill health. hears our prayers. We wish him well. We pray that he will be released soon from hospital. The Minister of Cooperative Governance and National Affairs issued the regulations gazetted in June 2023 to supplement the code of conduct for councillors. The Office of the Speaker will conduct a workshop in this regard in September 2023 for all councillors to understand the regulations and its implications. Specific dates will be announced and confirmed in due course. Fellow councillors, as we commence this meeting, let's conduct ourselves with dignity, debate constructively, respecting the public that follow this meeting through the social media platforms. Let also cooperate with the administration team, supporting the proceedings with the party whips to monitor conduct of their respective members, reprimanding when is necessary or required. Best wishes to councillors who are celebrating their birthday in the month of July and August. Thank you very much, councillors. Those are the announcements. We will now move to item 6.
Sorry, Honourable Speaker.
Thank you very much. Councillor Nkosi.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Greetings to you and to the leadership of the council and officials and also community of eThekwini. Honourable Speaker, while you were making an announcement, I thought you will touch on something that is worrying us, where it was alleged that as we are here in ICC, the venue was used by Women's League, so then the municipality will pay. If the city manager can take us into confidence that there will be no such thing that can happen.
From the social media platforms, I haven't received, as a Speaker of Council, any formal complaint or formal information being shared with my office so that I see internally how do we respond or how do we manage that. But as soon the matter is brought to my attention as a Speaker of Council, I will do what is necessary. But sitting here as a Speaker of Council, I have nothing that I have received. Therefore, I would not have spoken with something that I've not received in the announcement. Maybe in the middle of the meeting, maybe we, even in our announcement is not included because I have not received that. Thank you. Let's continue to get the report from the Speaker's office. I see some hands, Councillor Mvubu and Councillor Mwango.
Greetings, Speaker and the members of
Madala.
Council. Honourable Speaker, I made aware that there are members of the public that are prevented from joining, like sitting in the gallery, because this is a public meeting. If we can just verify this with the securities, we'll really appreciate this. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. I will request the deputed from my office, Ms. Mhlongo, to meet with the security and attend to that and look at the logistics, whether what can be done. Thank you very much, Councillor Mvubu. Councillor Mwango.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, what Councillor Nkosi is asking, he's not asking you to make a commitment. He specifically said he needs assurance from a city manager that there will be no payment from the city paying ICC on behalf of ANC Women's League. That's all Councillor Nkosi is asking. And I think city manager is here with you. Either city manager can confirm that indeed city won't pay, because we're aware that there was an agreement signed by the city and ICC to pay for ANC Women's League. Just an assurance from the city manager that indeed there will be no payment made by the city on this matter. Chair, Speaker, on the issue raised by the EFF, Rule 7 allow the public to come to meetings, and I'm appealing, Speaker, that we pause this meeting up until those who are outside are allowed to enter the meeting, because by law, we can never disallow the people from this meeting in terms of Systems Act. So can you use Rule 7, admission of the public to this meeting?
Thank you. Before you, Councillor Madlala, Councillor Mngwango, Councillor Nkosi is saying, Speaker, in your announcements, I was expecting you to address the issue of the ICC being paid by the municipality while the event was hosted by the ANC Women's League. My response was at the what is said, that he was expecting me to include that in my announcement. Councillor Madlala?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Good morning to you, the city manager, the mayor, and all councillors present, amakhosi asendlunkulu, ama-officials, kanjalo nalaba abasibukele through ama virtual platforms. Honorable Speaker, I want to welcome on behalf of the ANC your inputs that you've made in your report in the start of this meeting. And I thought when a board was raised talking about the ANC Women's League conference, it was to remind you that there was an omission that you forgot to congratulate one of our own, Councillor Zamaso Kabase, for emerging as the provincial secretary of the ANC Women's League in that conference. So maybe let me start there and then move on to say that I want to state categorically that the ANC, with all its leagues, is quite capable of paying its way, paying for its own campaigns, paying for its own conferences. And at no stage, we will ask the municipality to pay our bills. And therefore, in this venue, there was maybe a confusion that initially there was supposed to be a women's month.
No, point of order, Speaker.
There's a point of order. Councillor Mthethwa?
We had no intention of getting involved in this discussion, but I think the issue raised by the IFP through Councillor Nkosi regarding the payment of the IEC, allegedly on behalf of the ANC Women's League, was directed to you and the city manager.
Okay.
Unless the city manager is ready to respond directly to that request by the IFP, I don't think any councillor must now respond on behalf of the city manager. That is out of order.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Councillor Mthethwa. Because I've allowed Councillor Nkosi and Mngwango, then Madlala was noted as the last person to comment on the matter. I will request Madlala to conclude your point, and then we summarize.
No, the point is simple, Honorable Speaker. Since the ANC's name is being dragged, I have a responsibility to clarify that the ANC conference, any conference of the ANC and its league, none of it was paid for by the
Point of
taxpayers'
order,
money.
Mr.
Thank you.
Speaker.
Thank you.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Already, Madlala has concluded. Let me do this. City Manager, can you confirm to me that we have received a complaint in this regard?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I can confirm that I've received a complaint from Action SA to which a response has been prepared.
Okay, thank you.
Order.
Yes, we can confirm that a complaint has been received by the city manager, but he will respond in due course
Order.
to the Action SA. Thank you.
Order.
Yes, Councillor Shlengwa.
I think city manager, unless mina ngishawe isingisi, uresponda into engabuzwanga. The request
no,
was that he should take us into confidence that angeke uze khokhe not ukuthi utholile ni response. Mhlambe yami English e fall short.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, I hear you, Councillor Shlengwa. City manager is responding to a question from the speaker. I understand that what Mwango said, but the complaint has been received by the city manager. He has confirmed that, and the report is saying to us has been prepared. What is contained in the report, we might not know as council, but we are happy that a complaint has been received and the complaint is being attended to by the city manager, between the party and the city manager. I think let's allow the matter between the Action A and the city manager.
Speaker,
Yes, sir.
Speaker, just a confirmation.
Right.
Just simply confirmation. Is council going to pay 5 million for IC? Yes or no? That's all. That's a commitment from the speaker. From the city manager.
Yes.
We're just asking for a commitment
Thank you.
that the city won't pay. I understand he will respond to my request in writing with details, but what Councillor Nkosi is asking here is just a confirmation, simple confirmation.
Yeah, but,
Can city manager confirm that the city won't pay for this invoice?
yeah, but,
That's all we're asking.
But Councillor Mwango, as an individual organization, you wrote a letter to the city manager. Now we have brought the matter to the attention of council. City manager is confirming that he received the letter and the responses have been prepared. It means responses have been prepared to be shared with the author of the letter or the complainant. I think for us from the side of council, we are satisfied with that commitment as an answer that you are going to interact with the city manager. Councillor Ntuli.
Order, Speaker.
Okay, point of order, the side, Councillor Reddy. Point of order, Councillor Nkosi.
Point of order here as well, Speaker.
Councillor Reddy.
Mr. Speaker, I think we are completely missing the point here. The item raised by the IFP was not about the letter by Action SA. It's
Right.
information that's out in the public and it's of concern to all of us. And all we're saying, and all the questions that Councillor Nkosi raised was that the city manager must confirm that no payment will be made in respect of
Okay.
the application for the use of the ICC.
Somlomo.
And that's a simple
Okay.
question.
Somlomo. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure Councillor Nkosi you covered.
Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to help you because you're completely missing the point.
Right.
We just need city manager to stood up and respond. He's an accounting officer of the city of eThekwini. Thank you.
Councillors, city manager, I don't want to put you on the spot. I understand that your hand is noted, Councillor Ntuli, after my remarks. Councillors, you see here, I understand that the matter has been raised. Members of the public have an interest on the matter. But at the same time, in this platform, in this meeting, there is a process of raising issues to be brought to the attention of council to debate or to engage. Now, sitting here, I have a responsibility to comply with the rules of council on how matters are raised, how matters are brought to the council. But city manager, I'm going to give him a chance to respond as per the request. But while I'm doing that, you must know that that is against the rules of council. It's against the rules because the matter has not been raised according to the rules of council. Councillor Ntuli.
Sibonge, Somlomo, sibingelele, amakhosi asendlunkulu, sibingelele, amakhansela, ne-executive, nabo bonke abaholi ngokuhlukene ngithi all protocol observe. Zimbili izinto engifisa ukukhuluma ngazo, Speaker. Ngoba masingakhulumi ngazo sizogcina ngelanga sifola kwitrap yokugcina singabe umkhandlu sibi noma yini. Into yokuqala sivuma ukuthi imatter ekhulunywa uNkosi ibalekile ukuthi iphendulwe akunayo inkinga lokho. Kodwa into yesibili efanele sikhulume ngayo ukuthi singayiphendula iCouncil njalo mangabe uSpeaker kukhona ama remarks awenza kube khona iremarks eyenzwe individual munye uSpeaker emhlanganweni. Kahle kahle into eyenziwa uNkosi wenza into
Order, councillors.
wenza into a very unusual and into efanele mangabe noma ukwenza ongekho emthethweni Speaker umdedela umbhela aphendule njengo city manager. Kodwa sikusho lo ukuthi uma ngabe ngelinye ilanga kufanele sibe semhlanganweni ohlala njalo abantu umuntu mevuka ebusuku ekseni acabanga ukuthi uzokhuluma noma yini kuthina befase lalena siyeke iagenda siphangi kwethu
Noma yini igama lakho.
ngiyafisa ukugcina ngelokuthi ke ekugcineni
Order, councillors.
Let's
Let's allow her to finish.
ngiyafisa ukugcina ngelokuthi ekugcineni into ebisho ukansela Madlala akekho umuntu olangaphakathi ongani mekhuluma thinte iANC bese kuba wrong Madlala mePaul. Madlala was correct and uMadlala will never find himself ku wrong mekhuluma khona umuntu okhuluma ngeANC. Ngoyi uMes League is a league
Point
of
of
the
order,
ANC.
Speaker.
Thank you.
Sokugcina
Point of order.
ngifuna ukugcina ngelokuthi
Speaker, point of order. Point of order, Speaker.
From where? I don't see
From
the...
Ukbega. Councillor Ukbega.
Councillor Berger, point of order. Order, councillors. Councillors, listen, councillors. Even if something is being said and you totally disagree with that councillor, there's no need to shout. You raise a point of order and express your views. Councillor Berger, please be quiet.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, ngiyacela Speaker ukuthi our councillor, honorable councillor, our rephrase amagama akho ukuthi siza la sinochuku sizela sizo discuss issues that are concerning the people of eThekwini.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councillor Ntuli, as you conclude your point.
Point of order, Speaker.
ngifuna
Point of order.
I have
Point of
noted-
order, Speaker.
yeah ngifuna ukuconclude Speaker ngento ethi
Councillor Ntuli, a little bit. Councillors, after Councillor Ntuli, I have noted Councillor Mthethwa and Councillor Ndukawunda. But there's a point of order there. Let me deal with the point of order before I check these last two hands on this matter.
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Councillor Pillay.
No. There's a point of order there.
Councillor Nkomen.
Yes.
Thank you, Speaker. The question is simple. It is a point of exigency that needs to be addressed, and the city manager needs to take us into confidence and say
Point of
yes
order,
or no.
Speaker.
It's as simple
Speaker.
as that. Thank you, Speaker.
Point of
Thank you.
order.
Already, councillors.
Sorry,
Already,
Speaker.
councillors. Listen, order. No, lower your hand. Lower your hand. Councillors, I don't know what is the issue now, because in my response, I said, although it is against the rules of council, the matter has been raised or brought to the attention of council, I have agreed or decided to allow the city manager to comment on the question raised by Councillor Mdu Nkosi. Now, I don't understand what is the issue now, because you are delaying me to do what you have requested. But let me take the last hands that I've noted, so that we allow the city manager to respond and proceed with our agenda. Councillor Mthethwa,
angiqedile order Speaker.
Point of order.
order.
Speaker.
Point of order, Speaker.
There's a point of order.
Yeah. Speaker. Mina ngiyacela Speaker noma ngathi into engiyikhuluma abanye abayithandi kodwa ngicela ungangivimbi ngingaqeda ukukhuluma.
Okay.
Ilungelo lelo.
Sicela ukusiza, Speaker.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We thought Councillor Nkosi, Councillor Ntuli, I'm sorry. You concluded that. I remember that the point of order was supposed to come back to you.
Yes.
Can you please wrap up, Councillor Ntuli?
Ya, bengifuna ukugcina ngayo lokuthi ke speaker ngoba ngiphethe ama rules of order la. Siyafisa ukuthi lel point lokuphendula ka city manager sikuthola ukuthi ngokomkhandlu sisizwa ngokuyalelana nje sisizana sikhulisana ukuthi ngokomkhandlu kumama kukuphi la ngoko operator noma ngokuqhubeka komhlangano la kune point elivele liqhamuke emva kokuba speaker le individually liyini lel point la yabo.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Councillor Ntuli. Nyambose,
There will not be point of order, Speaker.
Sihlalo.
there was a point of order. From who? Oh, Councillor Ndlovu, angibonanga apologies.
Wesihlalo.
Thank you very
Let me
much.
take that order, then I will go to Nyambose, then
Okay.
I will your last.
Thank you very much. Somlomo sibingelele kumakhosi asendlunkulu amakhansela onke akhona. Somlomo siwumkhandlu wetheku osebenza ngaphansi kwemithetho yezwe nemithetho kulawula ukusebenza komasipala. Akukho la khona kufanele size sihlale la size sibuzane siphendulane la kunika khona umkhandlu igunya lokuthi uthathe imali zomkhandlu yokhokhela nanoma ingabe yiphi inhlangano yepolitiki okwenza umbuzo ube irrelevant okusho ukuthi asikho isidingo salombuzo ngoba ngesikhathi si-inductwa si-orientator sifike emkhandlwini satshelwa ukuthi imali zomkhandlu isebenza kanjani. So ngiyabonga bekuyiloko nje ukuthi umbuzo obuzwayo irrelevant size siyawubanga nje bekungafanele ubuzo ngoba umthetho olawula ukusebenza unkosi ikhansela elidala ekade labakhona elwaziyo umthetho uthi awukho uvumela ukuthi kube khona imali ekhokhela inhlangano yepolitiki yabo.
Thank you.
City manager
Nyambose. Nyambose.
Delano city manager phendula
Order. Councillor Nkosi, don't do that, please.
Ngesizwe ngawe Nkosi.
Councillors, order. You see now, you are starting to do something that I requested all of you not to do. Please behave. Please behave. We are still early in the day. What we are doing is wrong. Don't just use your microphone without being recognized by the speaker. Let's be orderly. Nyambose?
Thank you, Chair. I think you have ruled on this matter. In the interest of progress and public interest, just allow the city manager to respond so that we can proceed with the minute.
Thank you.
Meeting. Thank you.
But Mayor?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to you, to the executive, amakhosi namakhansela nomphakathi. Honorable Speaker, the same matter was raised in the executive committee and we put it very clear because for us to run this council, to run the executive properly, we don't need to entertain gossip. So if you feel that you have a strong matter to raise, follow the correct procedures. You can't just put an item in the agenda of the council which has not been provided for. So therefore, it is going to be wrong for us to set a wrong precedence where we say because there is noise. People will always make noise. Those who want to make noise must be allowed to make noise, but they can't change the procedures of running the council. So therefore, I'm submitting the chair, Honorable Speaker. We made a ruling in the executive committee. We said we don't entertain gossip. So the same ruling should also take precedence in the council where there is no formality in the matter that is being raised before you as a speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Point of order, Chair.
Order, Speaker.
Chair.
Thank you. Thank you. There's a point of order there.
And here.
Speaker, ngisukuma kuma terms lawa ama rules alaphansi u15H uthi uSpeaker mayisirulile noma ingayiphi indlela thina fanele silalele uSpeaker. uSpeaker has already ruled that the city manager will answer. So that can't be changed by either
I'm
the mayor
Chair.
or anyone.
You
The
have
Speaker
ruled, I'm
has
covered.
ruled on this one.
Order. Councillors, I think now you have made your submissions. You have made your submissions. Few things that I need to note. Firstly, I've already said, and I'm on record, that the manner the issue has been brought to the attention of council is wrong. I've already admitted that is a matter that is in the public domain, being discussed sometimes wrongfully so or correctly so. Without the investigation, you can't confirm. Thirdly, city manager has confirmed that he received the letter of complaint from the Action SA. But the point is for the city manager to confirm that no municipal funds will be paid to that account or for that event. The reason, the reason why I have ruled that the city manager respond to that is because he has already confirmed that he received the letter, but it's for him to tell us whether he is comfortable, he is ready to respond or not. It's not for the speaker or for council to force him, but I will allow him to say something on the matter for one reason. For one reason. The reason why I'm allowing him is because the matter is in the public domain. Members of the public have an interest and are discussing. Then we have a responsibility to manage information that is dangerous and have a possibility to damage the reputation of the municipality. City Manager, are you ready to respond? Order.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I'm ready to respond. I can confirm that no funds from council will be paid for that event. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, City Manager. Let's proceed, councillors, with the announcement. Order. We are now going to receive the announcements. We always remind you, councillors, that these reports is submitted in line with the provisions in our rules in section 13 of the Rules of Order by law 2014 to outline activities undertaken by the council over the period of June to August 2023. It is being noted that end of June marked the end of the financial year. The report will therefore also outline key activities and achievements undertaken over the financial year 2022-2023. Let's first deal with ward committees. These are part of council committees elected in all wards, but in our municipality there's only one ward that is remaining, which is Ward 39. We are working with the ward councillor and the community and COGTA to assist the ward to elect the ward committee. As a statutory committees, these are also monitored in terms of the functionality quality. Over the financial year, which is 2022 to 2023, the following meetings have been held by ward committees. From July to September 2022, there were 282 ward committee meetings convened. Quarter 2, October to December 2022, there were 175 ward committees that were convened. In quarter 3, which is January to March 2023, 181 ward committees were convened. In quarter 4, April to June 23, 271 ward committee meetings have been convened. Therefore, in total, 909 meetings of ward committees have been convened from July last year to June 2023. It is pleasing to report that all elected ward committees remain functional and continue to carry out their respective responsibilities as contained in the rules and rules regulating their establishment and operation. The KZN Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, COGTA, continue to undertake quarterly functionality assessment. And for quarter 3, that January to March 2023, the assessment, we were given a total of 61, that was 55% wards were deemed functional, with only 50%, 45% being found non-functional. It is being noted that this is a huge achievement for the eThekwini municipality. Council to further note that these committees, as part of municipal council committees, have had matters referred through recommendation to support committees to for further deliberations and consideration thereof. Let me explain something on this item. We keep on emphasizing that ward committees are statutory committees, are committees of council. Report from ward committees that are submitted to relevant portfolio committees. We expect chairs of those committees to allow committees to debate, discuss those reports. If necessary, make recommendation to the executive committee, and the executive committee will make recommendation to council. The message we are trying to convey, we must take reports of ward committees very serious because they are part of council committees. Over the financial year 2022-23, it is also pleasing to report that almost all portfolio chairpersons have been trained on the scope of their respective responsibilities, and in some instances, officials from relevant units were formally introduced to members to assist them in establishing relations with different service units. We are referring to ward committees. Let's move now to community meetings or community engagement. Holding and reporting on a stakeholder engagement remain a statutory obligation for all councillors. Councillors are always reminded and encouraged to comply in this regard. This is also being a statutory requirement for all municipalities as part of enhancing public participation, and these are encouraged and monitored even by National Treasury through compulsory indicators contained in the Service Delivery Implementation Plan, our SDPIP reporting for all municipalities. We also want to report that over the financial year 2022-2023, the following engagement were reported. You must note and underline that we are reporting on community engagement or meeting that have been reported, not on community meeting that you have convened, but only those where we have report. As we have done in the ward committees, in the Q1, there were 87 community engagement meetings convened by councillors. Out of 111, 87 were convened. Q2, 114. Q3, 123. Q4, which is April to June 23, 123. In total, 447 community engagements were convened by councillors from July last year to June 2023. It is pleasing indeed to note that there is quite improvement in the number of community engagement held and reported on, but there's still room for improvement, as there are community members that still raise concerns about the visibility of the elected council members and limited information being shared. Let's deal with the code of conduct for councillors as per the regulations 2023. Council to note that in the month of June 2023, councillors, The Minister of Cooperative Governance and International Affairs, Dr. Ms. Thembi Katimenk, gazetted regulations amending the Code of Conduct for Councillors as contained in the Local Government Municipal Structures Act, 1998, Act number 17 of 1998. The regulations issued in terms of Section 92 of the Municipal Structures Act and impact on the following areas of code of conduct for councillors. I won't deal with the definition of the Act in page 3, but I will just move on the application, which indicate that the regulations apply to all councillors, amakhosi, ibe seyithi there are additional pertaining to councillors' unruly behavior, including when such councillor assaults or threatens to assault an official or another councillor. Those are the amendments in the regulation. It is also outline provision for when a councillor is known to have been seen or orchestrated a group of members of the public or municipal staff to engage in a violent protest or a labor unrest against the municipality. Those are additional code of conduct that are being added in the code of conduct that we have and that you know. On the attendance of meetings, that is what is being brought forward. There are additional provisions to this section of the code of conduct on the quorum of a meeting, where if the meeting is not correct at the scheduled time of a meeting, the chairperson allows for 20 minutes suspension to allow more members to join. It means you don't cancel the meeting, but you suspend the meeting to give 20 minutes and other members to join. Those are amendments. At the expiry of 20 minutes, a provision is made that the meeting be suspended for further 20 minutes, and at the expiry of the second 20 minutes is therefore, and there is still no quorum, the chairperson adjourns the meeting for another date and time. The regulations further indicate that a councillor or councillors who walk out of a meeting or is removed from the meeting by the chairpersons in terms of Regulation 3, subsection 2, is in breach of the code of conduct. Voting in meetings. There's an additional provisions pertaining to a councillor who commits a criminal offense in terms of section 173, subsection 4 and 5 of the Municipal Financial Management Act, read with the municipal regulations on financial misconduct procedure and criminal procedure 2014 and section 174 of the Municipal Financial Management Act, that they are in breach of the code of conduct. Prescribed value gift received by councillors. These amendments, councillors, are very much important because they talk to your conduct. You have to be informed before actions are taken against you. It becomes illegal for us not to communicate these amendments and expect you to comply. That's why we're taking time to read these amendments, because you are all expected to subject yourselves to this code of conduct. The regulations indicate that councillors must declare in writing any gift to the value of 1,000 rand and higher. It further indicates that failure to declare a gift in terms of these provisions is in breach of the code. the duty of the Speaker. The regulations give responsibility to the Speakers of Council to ensure that each councillor, traditional or Khoisan leader is in receipt of this code and is familiar with the provision thereon. As I said earlier, breach of the code. The added provision to the code pertaining the breaches of the code is that any breaches that occurred in a committee of council must be reported within 7 days of the alleged breach by the committee chairperson to the Speaker for further action. Councillors in arrears to the municipality for rates and services. The regulations give responsibility to the city manager to immediately inform the councillor in writing when the councillor is in arrears to the municipality for rates and service charges for a period that is longer than 2 months, even if the councillor has been newly elected to the municipal council. It is further indicated that a councillor who is in arrears to the municipality for a period of longer than 3 months is in breach of the code of conduct. The Speaker must ensure that the arrears are recovered from the councillor. You see now, there's no provision that you must be given sufficient time to make arrangement to pay. It says the Speaker must recover the money you are owing to council. Therefore, no one should owe money after being informed in 2 months. When 3 months expires, therefore, we have to recover that money. Those are the changes. On reporting in terms of the regulation, the Speaker must submit a biannual report on the compliance with the code to the MEC for local government within 30 days from the beginning of January and July of a calendar year. Repeal of regulation. The local government municipal system regulations published by Government Notice R459 of 2001 in Government Gazette 2223-28 of 25 May 2001 have been replaced accordingly. The regulations are called the Code of Conduct for Councillors, Regulation 2023, and take effect on the date of publication thereof, being 14 June 2023. It means already these amendments or changes, they are applicable. Now let's move to the recommendation. We are now concluding that the Municipal Council note the content of the Code of Conduct for Councillors, Regulations 2023, effecting from June 2023 as cadetted by the Minister, that the Municipal Council note that a councillors' workshop will be scheduled in September to unpack the content and the implication of the Code of Conduct for Councillors and the regulation as gazetted by the Minister. It means in September we are going to have time where we are going to sit down and present these changes in details. Let's move now to the last point on the alternate members for Ethics Committee. Ethics Committee.
Chair,
Yes, Councillor Tetwa.
if you could please reread the recommendations pertaining to the amendment to the Code of Conduct.
Okay. The first recommendation we are making is that the Municipal Council note the content of the Code of Conduct for Councillors, the regulations as I've outlined from COCTA, and the date, that is June 2023, where these changes were effected as gazetted by the Minister. Then the second recommendation says that the municipal council note that a workshop for councillors will be scheduled in the month of September to unpack the content and the implication of the code of conduct and the regulations as contained in the Gazette by the minister.
Noted.
That's what we are saying. Thank you very much. On the alternate members for Ethics Committee, Ethics Committee is established by Council in line with Section 16B of the Schedule 7 for the Code of Conduct for Councillors as contained in the Local Government Municipal Structures Act number 117 of 1998 to investigate and make findings on any alleged breach of conduct. Membership was allocated to Ethics Committee on proportional basis. However, the alternate were not allocated accordingly. The following members have been assigned as alternate members to Ethics Committee. Number one, we have Councillor Ayanda Ndlovu from the ANC as an alternate member to Ethics. Sibusiso Lushaba from ANC, Councillor Aubrey Snyman from DA, Councillor Nothando Mchunu from IFP, Councillor Isabel Webster from EFF. These are alternate members to the Ethics Committee. We therefore, we here resolve that the Municipal Council notes that Councillor Ayanda Ndlovu, Sibusiso Lushaba, Aubrey Snyman, Nothando Mchunu, Isabel Webster have been appointed as alternate members to the Ethics Committee. Let's conclude now with the council membership. Council to note that the Municipal Council currently have 2 vacancies arising from the sudden passing of the late Councillor Msomi from Ward 9, as I've indicated in our announcement, and Councillor Msibi, who was a PR from the Economic Freedom Fighters. Council to note that 2 vacancies will be filled once the IEC has confirmed a date for by-election, mainly for Ward 9, but for a PR seat, we are waiting for the name to be submitted by the EFF. Thank you very much, councillors. Those were the announcements. They are long because of these new amendments in terms of your code of conduct, but we are going to find time to discuss them in those workshops that I talk about. Thank you very much. City Manager, may I have the leave of absence, if we have?
Speaker.
Yes, Councillor Mngango.
Speaker, you just spoke about the code of conduct. I just want you, Speaker, to pay attention to Municipal Systems Act, Section 20, and then in line also with Rules of Order of this Council, Section 7. We can't be the one as Council in breach of the Municipal Systems Act and the Rules of Order. It talks about allowing the public members to the meeting. The issue was raised, you committed to address the issue. I want to say, Speaker, as councillors, we must do justice to our laws. There is no way we can allow Speaker to proceed with this meeting while there's a public members who want to have access to this meeting and been denied to enter to this meeting without any reason given.
Yeah, thank you. You remember that what I said the deputy head for my office with the security will attend to that. Unfortunately, because I'm busy, I haven't received a report from my deputy head. I will find time to check from her. Nyambos, I will attend to that now. Nyambos.
Slalo, thank you very much. You've just made mention of the existing vacancies in council. I was hoping that you'll take that opportunity to give us an update, because this council made recommendations that the person who's supposed to be a Ward 101 councillor be removed as a member of council. How far are we in that regard? Because we can't leave that matter hanging, considering the fact that people of Ward 101 don't have an elected public representative representing them.
Okay, thank you.
The speaker is busy.
Thank you, councillors. Apologies. I was just getting a report
Order, Speaker.
from my office. Before I clarify this matter of the members of the public outside, let me check the order from Councillor Madala.
Thank you very much, Speaker. I respect all the legislative framework and the rules of order quoted by Councillor Mngwango in relation to allowing members of the public to join us in a meeting. However, what Councillor Mngwango is not telling this council is that there is a group of protesters who are outside, whom he has gone and addressed and promised that he's going to come in and plead their case to come to the meeting. I doubt that there are any rules that says you can allow protesters into a council meeting.
Madala.
Thank you.
Let's do this. Councillor Kuala. Order. Councillor Kuala. It's becoming difficult if there's a point of order raised without the speaker making a ruling, then another point of order is being raised. But let me do this. Let me allow you to make a submission before I make a ruling on the matter, because I've got a report from my office. Councillor Kuala.
Somlombe ngifuna ukuveza ukuthi lento obuko ayisho phambilini ukuthi singakhulumi ngama hearsays. Ileyo nje kuphela.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I want to place it on record. It's not a hearsay. I was there. I saw Councillor Mngwango addressing protesters.
Let me respond to the order. Let me give you the report that I'm getting. Order. Let me give you the report. The report I'm getting from my office and the security. Yes, there are people who are outside council venue, but those people are protesters. They are here with placards. They are demanding something they are demanding. Therefore, people who are normally allowed to attend the council meeting are members of the council, members of public who want to come and listen and follow through council discussions. People who are outside, they came with a particular reason. They are demanding something. They are demanding because they are protesters. Now, my office, the security, and the relevant departments are dealing with them because they are a group of protesters. Therefore, I won't allow them to enter to council venue. That is the rule.
Order, Speaker.
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 Thank you.
Councillor Nkomeni, Speaker.
Let me check. Komeni.
Chair, you have not responded to my question.
No, I will respond.
Thank you, Speaker.
Can I add?
If
Order. Let me note these hands. Now, there's Councillor Komeni, point of order. There's Hlengwa, there's Mgwengwe, there's Nkosi, there's Anipen, there's Councillor Mvubu. Then, you want to come back again? Then Mthetwa. Before I allow before I allow these hands, councillors, council make a recommendation to the MEC for Kokta in the province to remove Councillor Mzingiba as a councillor or as a member of council in the eThekwini. We are in contact with the MEC to make follow-up on the matter. In my last interaction with her at the end of last week, she said her legal team in her office, they are dealing with the matter. They are going to give me the response in due course. I'm waiting for that report from MEC Bongis Chole Mloi. That is my response. Then, Councillor Komen.
Thank you, Speaker. If then, please.
No, a follow-up to my question.
No.
It will come back to you, Mthetho.
Order. Comment. Uyabona ke manje. Comment, lalela.
Ngiyaxolisa somlomo.
No, lalela. Ngenxa yokungasiphathi kahle. Awusezokhuluma kule item. Hlengwa?
Speaker, if that's the case, Speaker, when a councillor deliberately mislead the council, I so wish that Babuntu Lube khona ambalele gathatha amkhiphe, because it's uncalled for. It can't call for. You cannot mislead the council and make us believe that there are people genuinely members of the public outside, and then you mislead the whole council into believing that those people are being blocked from entering the chamber. Whilst he knows, I don't know, maybe we may want to refer this to ethics committee.
Yeah. Thank you. Councillor Hlengwa, as I've indicated that those people are not here to attend the council meeting. They are protesters. And it is true that Councillor Mngango went outside and addressed them. It is true. But listen, councillors, it is true. But that matter of Mngango going outside, addressing people who are here to protest and come to council and speak as if they are members of the public. We are going to deal with measures separately, not here. Thank you. Councillor, order.
We must.
Ubalo.
How?
Oh.
Point of order, Speaker. You
Councillor
just,
Mngwengwe.
that's a hearsay, Speaker.
Councillor Mngwengwe, order. No, back. Lower your hands. Councillor Mngwengwe. EFF.
Who are those people?
There's all. Where are you, Mansh? No. Kahleni phela. Why there's noise?
Ayakavivi uNtuli ngeke.
What is happening, Zola?
Abuye uNtuli. Hayi mhlawumbe ungcono badlala, hayi uNtuli.
Whip of EFF. What is the problem? Why there's noise? Order. I'm talking to the whip. Order.
No, thank you, Speaker. There's an issue ayilungisayo secretariat lawo. There is no noise. Thank you. Siyaxolisa ngomsini. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, councillors, be orderly. Ngwengwe.
Somlomo.
Musani bangumsindo phela.
We can't carry on the meeting
Kambule,
if Mnganga is still here.
If the secretariat is sorting an issue, why there's noise?
No, it's not us, Speaker. It's that side now. It's no longer us. It's that side now.
Okay.
Thatha ubaba uNtuli.
Okay, thank you.
As uSpeaker.
Thank you. Councillors, please behave. Ngwengwe.
Somlomo. Bengisukuma nokuthi
Order. Kambole, I want to say to my councillor EFF, please.
But Speaker, it's that side of IFP now. It's not the EFF. Please.
It's the EFF, it's not us, Speaker. We are well behaved. We are disciplined and well behaved. We are not making noise.
Speaker, we have a problem of the IFP here. We have a problem of the IFP.
Fatima must tell us the truth.
Fatima must tell us the truth.
Sorry.
Of us here.
It is Fatima.
Sorry, order. The whip of the IFP and the whip of EFF They are part of,
No, it's Speaker.
they are part of,
Not us.
Speaker.
order. Listen, order.
Speaker.
Order. They are part of our meetings where we prepare council meetings. We agree with the responsibilities of whips of parties. I expect the whip of the EFF and the whip of the IFP to address that problem, not myself. Because they know what we are discussing in our meetings. Ngwengwe?
Somlomo, ngisukuma nokuthi sikulo mhlangano manje. Ukhansela umnqwango usenze sakholwa ukuthi kunabantu bomphakathi abavalwele ngaphandle. Kodwa siyathola ukuthi ukhansela umnqwango uphume kulomhlangano wayo address abantu ngaphandle. Emva kwaloko ulede ebuyelela ethi kuvinjwa amalungu omphakathi. Somlomo uma kuyiqiniso ukuthi ukhansela umnqwango uba addressile abantu ngaphandle njoba beqhubeka ethi akudedele amalungu omphakathi.
Point of order, Speaker. Point of order, Speaker.
Khalukubheka.
Speaker, ama-hearsay lawa akhulunywa ukhansela umngwengwe. Ayikho iproof yale nto ayishoyo. So he's misleading this country.
No, listen, Bheka. Order. Mngwengwe, lower your hands. Khalukubheka. Ukhansela umngwengwe is commenting on a response from the speaker. It's not hearsays. It's a report formally I received from the security and the team from my office. Therefore, it is wrong for you, Khalukubheka, to insist that my office, my security, the IEC security, they are lying to me. Therefore, order. Councillor Mngwengwe is commenting on the report formally, officially on record from the speaker. Now, Mngwengwe conclude.
Somlomo, uma konke lobe sekreportiwe kuyiqiniso.
Speaker. Speaker. No, Councillor Mngwengwe is on the floor. I would note other hands.
Somlomo, uma kuyiqiniso lo sesikutholile. Ngale kokuthi ukhansela umnqwango kufanele ayiswe kwa ethics ngoba beqonda ukuphazamisa iCouncil. Akufanele abengxenyela umhlangano. Ngiyabonga.
Thank you.
Point of order, Speaker.
Somlomo. No, I'm going to Councillor Nkosi now.
Speaker.
I'm taking the hand that I've noted. Councillor Nkosi.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Then Chetwa. Order. Let's allow Nkosi to address council.
Yeah, firstly, Honourable Speaker, when Councillor Berchter in the previous council said those people, he was removed. And we are now doing the same thing, we are saying those people. I wonder whether you will excuse yourself in the meeting. That is the first one.
Tell us who those people. Tell us who's those people.
The second one, Mr. Speaker. Speaker.
I'm listening, Nkosi.
Yeah, the second one, Mr. Speaker. I do believe that those are the members of the community that are outside. Can't we allow maybe 10 of them to come and participate?
Speaker. Order. Order, councillors, Nkosi.
The last one. Those who are saying Councillor Mngwango went out and addressed members of the community.
Those.
Wait.
I'm joking, Nkosi.
To me, that is a serious offense.
Yeah.
However, Honourable Speaker, I do believe they've got something to present.
Yeah.
For example, you can't say Councillor Mngwango went and addressed. Where is something that can, stand against Councillor Mngwango?
Order, Chair.
Speaker.
Point of order, Madam Mayor.
Honourable Speaker, with due respect.
Order.
With due respect, Honourable Speaker, we recognize that we have a lot of time, some of us here, but really, your ruling on the matter, you have already made a ruling. Why are we starting afresh to discuss your ruling?
Yeah.
Because
Speaker.
the ruling has been made that that the community that is outside is not going to be allowed inside, that Councillor Mngango's issue will also consider it. That's a ruling.
Speaker, point of
No,
order.
the mayor is correct.
Speaker,
Councillors, I noted hands because I don't know what you want to say. But to debate on the matter where I've already made the ruling and the matter has been closed, that is wrong. I've already said that those people, they won't be allowed. And order, and Councillor Mwango, order. Councillor Mwango, the report I received from my team, I will deal with that matter separately,
Speaker.
not in this meeting. Now, I'm not expecting anyone to comment on this matter. I want us to move to receive the
Speaker.
leave of absence.
Speaker.
Now,
Speaker, you know.
Babukosi, can you conclude? Then Mvubu, then
Yeah,
Speaker.
angithi speaker,
Order.
inkinga esibhekene nayo ke manje usunomlomo ongathethi manga. Sevele umeya nje afuna ukudriver bese uyadrivela.
Cha ngidrive bengishilo Nkosi.
Ngaphela mangabe sisa debate umeya uvela afune nje ukuthi anqume kanti umhlangano wakho lo somlomo. Akayonquma le kwi executive ayila.
Kadela le Nkosi. Oh, thank you Mvubu.
Speaker.
Councillor Mvubu.
Thanks, Speaker.
Speaker, you're saying you're
Thank
noting
you.
hands,
No.
but you're not
Order.
recognizing Speaker.
Why your hands? Councillor Mvubu.
No, thank you, Speaker. Again, we are going to say, processing is allowed. If there are people that are processing outside, that's fine, it's their rights. We can't block this. But what I was speaking on is that if there are individual members that are being blocked from coming inside, without them processing inside a chamber, they should be allowed. But you've just shared clarity that they are just outside processing, they've got no intention to come into the chamber. So we just want to make it clear that those who are processing, if there's a process outside, we're fine with it. They should process their rights. But individually, those ones who come and join and listen to the proceeding, they should not be barred. Thank you.
Thank you. I agree with you.
Speaker.
There's no problem. Nyambosa.
Speaker, you're going around the room. You're noting hands, but I don't know how.
Order. Nyambosa. I see your hands, Nyambosa.
Closed debate, Speaker. There's no need for any more debate. That's what the mayor
He's out
said.
of order.
You're allowing more talking carrying on here.
Order.
Slalo, don't take instructions from one man show.
No. Mtetwa, instead of addressing your matter,
I'm
don't
addressing you.
address your fellow councillors, please.
Okay,
Confine
thank
to
you.
your point.
Thank you. My follow-up to my question around Councillor Angebe is that, firstly, is he still getting paid by this council?
No,
That's number
Nyambosa,
one.
no.
That's number one. Number
No,
two.
Nyambosa, no.
Mr.
Please,
Speaker,
no.
point of
Let's
order.
not discuss Councillor Ngiba's matter. Councillors, I've made a ruling on the matter. Anyone who's going to speak on the matter of the protesters and my decision and the issue of Mwango, that person, I won't allow him or her to speak. Unless you want to speak on a separate matter. Those three hands.
on a separate-
No matter, no.
On a separate matter
You have
now.
deprived your right because
No,
I give you a right
I
to
have
talk about
none.
Muzingi.
I have none.
And the pen?
I have none.
Thank you.
Then side, then
Speaker.
Mwango.
Speaker.
And Pile.
Speaker.
No.
Speaker.
And the pen?
Is there a way of getting Councillor Tembo to share this meeting?
No.
Maybe,
No.
like,
And the pen?
Chair,
We don't discuss Muzingi, but and the pen, you're on the floor.
Chair, I wanted to check whether there's...
Order. Let's listen, Councillor and the pen.
Chair, I wanted to check if there's a security threat with getting those individuals inside.
No, and the pen. Let's not respond to that side.
Speaker, just in terms of your ruling, I'm quite confused. Are you saying that the public is not allowed to come into the meeting? Yes.
Councillor side, because we are discussing the ruling, let me move to the second speaker, Mwango.
No, Speaker.
Mwango.
Speaker, I think you made a ruling, obviously, being debate my name. I think I have a right to respond, give council confidence as what happened.
No, not here.
No, Speaker.
No.
Speaker,
Councillor Pile.
No, Speaker.
No, not here.
Speaker, wrong.
You respond in my discussion with you, not in council.
You
No,
suppress
Speaker.
Thank you, Mr.
Allow-
No. I don't need explanation here.
Yeah, but-
Myself and you will talk about those allegations, not in
Those are
council.
individuals. No,
Pile?
no,
Thank you.
Speaker.
No. Order. Pile?
No, Speaker.
Thank you, Mr.
Pile?
individuals.
Order, order. Let's allow Pillay.
No, Speaker, you are wrong. Speaker,
Speaker,
Speaker, you are wrong.
Let's allow Councillor Mwango, please behave. Let's
Speaker-
allow Pillay to speak.
Speaker, you are wrong. Speaker, you are wrong. Speaker, Speaker, you are wrong.
Speaker what? Oh,
Speaker,
Thank you, Mr.
those
Speaker.
individuals.
Order.
thank you, Mr. Speaker. I agree
Speaker,
with
you
your
are wrong.
ruling. We should close this matter.
Speaker, those
Just two
individuals
matters.
outside,
Apart
they
from
want
the
this
colleagues-
Thank you. Councillors, thanks, Councillor Pillay. Councillors, we have closed the debate about the protesters, about what Mwango did, what I have said. The matter that involved those allegations about what Mwango did is a matter between him and the Speaker, not for council. City Manager, leave of absence.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I've got the following list of councillors who have applied for leave of absence, starting with Inkosi Yasemangangeni.
Order, Speaker.
Nkosi Ibishos.
I'm not taking a point of order, Mwango. City Manager,
Not
proceed.
available today due
But
to
Speaker, why
personal
can't you allow me
commitments
to tell you what's
on the
happening?
15th of the
Because
8th,
these are individuals
2023.
Order, councillors. Order.
Councillor T.M. Kaunda, His
Order.
Worship the Mayor,
Order.
would like to leave early today. Councillor E.L. Singh has requested to leave at 12:30. Councillor N. Young, not available today due to personal commitments. Councillor S.H. Ntombela, not available from the 14th of the 8th to the 15th of the 8th, indisposed. Councillor T.M. Mia, indisposed for today. Councillor A. Abdul, not available today due to personal commitments. Councillor S. Singh, indisposed for today. Councillor M. Lakshman, requested to leave at 12 p.m. Councillor R.M. Moses requested to leave at 1 p.m. Councillor P. Pillay requested to leave at 1:30 p.m. Councillor J. Naidu requested to leave at 12:30 p.m. Councillor V.G. Reddy requested to leave at 5 p.m. Councillor K. Mahlaba requested to leave at 4:30 p.m. Councillor T. Xuma requested to leave at 1300. Councillor M. Ndlovu Councillor M. Ndlovu not available today, indisposed. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, City Manager. Councillors, are the all leave of absence approved?
Speaker.
Thank you. Let's deal now with the item 8 on the declaration of interest. Councillor Mwango,
Speaker, on a point of order, Speaker.
right?
These individuals want to enter a meeting.
No. Mwango, don't talk about what the matter that has been closed in council. Don't delay our time. Mwango, listen, Mwango. Listen, can I invite the whip of Action SA to attend to Mwango? Once the ruling has been made on the matter, no councillor is expected to continuously raise the matter. I'm appealing to you, Councillor Mwango, to refrain in what we are doing. If you want to engage further on the matter, you will engage the Speaker of Council, not the Council. All your concerns, raise them with me after the meeting. Thank you. Can we have the declaration of interest if there's anyone to declare interest?
Uthi uSpeaker nizobonana after school.
Can anyone to declare interest, Councillor Kwala?
Sibonga Somlomo. Mhlambe Somlomo uma uhlela umhlangano ngathi ungaqinisekisa ukuthi uzoba khona.
Oh, bona ngokwala bo. Wena kwala manje ukhuluma into eziwa wena wedwa. Esingayiva thina.
Ngisho singayithuki sinenkinga sekumele kukhethe ugwala nomuntu.
Councillors, let's move to item number 9. We are confirming the minutes. I'm sure you have the copies of the minutes These minutes are for. These minutes are for the meeting that was on Thursday, the 15th of June, 2023. We will start with corrections, as we normally do. The first page is 1740. You raise your hand if there are any corrections you want to make. I will hear an indication. 1741, 1742, 1743, 1744, 1745. These are corrections. Raise your hand if there are any. 1746, 1747, 1748, 1749, 1750, 1751, 1752, 1753, 1754, 1755, please don't make noise. We're still in council meeting. 1756, 1757, 1758, 1759, 1760, 1761, 1762, 1763, 1764, 1765, 1766, 1767, 1768, 1769, 1770, 1771, 1772, 1773, 1774, 1775, 1776, 1777, 1778, 1779, 1780, 1781, 1782, 1783, 1784, 1785, 1786, 1787, 1788, 1789, 1790, 1791, 1792, 1793, 1794, 1795, 1796, 1797, 1798, 1799, 1800, 1801, 1802, 1803, 1804, 1805, 1806, 1807, 1808, 1809, 1810, 1811, 1812, 1813, 1814, 1815, 1816, 1817, 1818, 1819, 1820, 1821, 1800. There are no corrections. Right now, we are moving to item 10 in our agenda on the matters arising. Is there anyone who wants to raise a matter? Give me a page and a paragraph, and you raise any matter that you feel here to arise from the minutes. Any hand? 3, 2, 1. No hands. Thank you. Let's move now to our agenda. Straight to our. Thank you very much. I forgot to request the mover and the seconder. The team here is reminding me. May I have the mover of the minutes, Councillor Ngwengwe?
I move, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor. Any seconder? Councillor Kambule?
I second, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Councillors, we are now on item 11. These are questions in terms of section 27 of our rules of order. I believe those who have to provide answers are ready. There's someone talking? Thank you. We are on item 11 in our agenda. Let's go straight in our council agenda. We are on page 5. You remember that we give you only, how many minutes? I think it's, Belinda? It's 5 minutes to respond. Those responses, please make sure that they are emailed to the author of those questions. Please. Number, page 5, let's get the response.
Chair Speaker, I will respond to the question sent by Councillor Erika Lindell Singh. It's about 7 questions. So the first answer for the first question is as follows. Generally, the Phoenix 2 reservoir is not coping due to supply and demand issues. Normally, once the system stabilizes, we'll be in a position whereby we do not have to close the Phoenix 2 reservoir every night to build up storage. Recently, we've also experienced burst pipes on the northern aqueducts, which shuts had to be done to effect the repairs. Due to the issues of these 2 compartments, needs to be balanced. In other words, whereby the outlets of the compartment will be open on a rotational basis, e.g., while compartment 1 outlets is open, compartment 2 will be closed to build storage and vice versa. The system may take some time to stabilize, and once the system is stabilized, the nightly cut shift will be stopped. Answer for number 2, a definite time frame cannot be established at this moment, however, when the system has stabilized. Answer for number 3, the Umgeni system is back to normal with regards to Durban Heights Reservoir 3, and the repairs of the aqueducts are completed. Number 4, unfortunately, the reservoir system are hydraulic in their nature, comprised of pipeline, mechanical equipment, and various other components. To make the system function efficiently, it does happen sometimes that the reservoir do run low level, and the operation teams, when notified with the limited resources, currently must conduct troubleshooting and check all scenarios to find the root cause. Unfortunately, this troubleshooting exercise takes a lot of time while the outlets are closed and the consumers are affected. In addition, there is a live operating system, and once the reservoir reaches the low level, it's a shot to avoid the complete drainage of the reservoir to 0 level. Telemetry branch is fully updated with every reservoir that's a shot due to low level, and call center can obtain this information internally from telemetry section on a 24-hour basis, and then relay this information to various stakeholders, and there are emergency operations. It is sometimes not possible to cascade this to all councillors every time we shut reservoir to build up storage. Answer for question number 5, you must refer to the answers provided as number 4. Number 6, there is no work being diverted, there is no water being diverted to any other reservoir. I don't know what's happened there, Speaker. Yes, seemingly. From the IFP. Phoenix 2 has its 2 zone, and it is impossible to supply any other reservoir from Phoenix 2. And answer for number 7, please refer to point 1. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Mvubu. Those responses, page 6.
Thank you, Speaker. May I respond to questions raised by Councillor Fatima Ismail? Answer number 1. It's 1,107,943,323.57. Answer number 2, the cash collected has not yet been allocated to specific projects, but will be used to upgrade treatment works in the main and other critical infrastructure. Answer number 3, there have not been any significant mechanical and electrical failure at Northern 3 Reservoir Pump Station recently, except for the electricity supply issue, which falls within the ambit of Durban Electricity. Answer number 3.1, not applicable. Answer number 3.1.1, not applicable. Answer 3.1.2, not applicable. Answer number 4 is number 2. Answer number 5, answer number 4 is answer number 1. Answer number 5 is answer number 2 provided. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Councillor Mngwengwe, let's move with speed, page 7.
Thank you, Speaker, the Mayor, protocol observed. Question number 1, the total capital cost of the revenue management system as per the fixed asset register amounts to 698,639,646 rand. Question number 2, several reviews were conducted after the implementation. Question number 3, 4, and 5. The information on loans is available in the annual financial statement. Question number 6. The detailed breakdown of the capital project which have been funded by the loans is available in each of the year budget books. Information request on the completed project should be directed to the relevant department. I thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor. Page 8.
Good morning, Speaker. Answer to question 8. Question 1, the hall was vandalized and it has housed flood victims around 2014. After the flood victims vacated, the hall was not safe
Speaker.
and thus had to be closed.
Speaker, sorry, Speaker. It looked like our cameras are no longer working. It keep on us as EFF. Can they also rotate so that we can see people who are speaking?
We like the uniform.
Sorry, can you sort of proceed?
It's
Thank you,
deliberate.
Speaker. Answer to question 2, yes, an insurance claim was submitted to our internal insurance section. Answer to question 3, the city has budgeted a block sum for community halls in 2019-2020. This hall was part of Region 4 halls. Consultants were appointed to partake the project. However, the project was unable to be funded due to shortage of funding at the time. Answer to question 4, no contractor was appointed. Last question, the hall remains inhabitable and closed. The refurbishment of this hall may be considered in the outer years. For example, financial year 2025 and 2026. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Swaga. Page 9. If they're not ready, let's move to page 10.
Thank you, Speaker.
That is page 9, eh?
Yes, Speaker.
Okay, good.
Question 1, the unit has the list of offenders for the erection of unapproved structures based on the fines issued in terms of the informal trade bylaws. Question 2, the Metropolis unit issued 43 charges for the erection of unapproved structures in terms of the informal trade bylaw during the past 12 months. Question 3, to repeat offenders have been, my apologies, Speaker, 2, as in the number 2, repeat offenders have been identified. Question 4, the areas are various, mainly the CBD, North Coast, and South Coast, with the current location in the central suburbs at Morningside. informal trade bylaw. Question number 5, CBD Isipingo. Question number 6, although Metropolis was informed about the tennis court, the unit was also informed that the authority was granted for the place to be utilized by the unit owning the building. Question number 7, during the visit to the car wash, Metropolis established that the person did not have a permit to operate the car wash as outlined in eThekwini Municipal Informal Trade Bylaw. Question number 8, the person in charge of the car wash was warned about the illegality of his business and instructed to discontinue. The Metropolis also visited the premises again and impounded the goods used to perform the business after warning the person that owns the car wash, as no one was found on the premises. Question number 9, all complaints are dealt with immediately as soon as they are received. Question number 10, in February 2023. Question number 11, the containers operations in the municipality.
There is a, sorry, Councillor Savelo. Councillor Smith, I see you are raising your hand.
Yes, Chair. I just want to, I'm raising on a point of order that we must not mislead this House. These issues have been outstanding for over 12 months.
Councillor Smith, let's not do that. Let's know that you know very well that what we are doing, we are provoking the speaker. Don't do that. No, I understand, but your conduct, you know where Mkize, whip of the air, you know that Smith is provoking the speaker. Please, you know you are wrong. Councillor Sabela, apologies, please proceed.
No, Speaker, I don't need your apology. It was Smith that actually needs to apologize to me with that rudeness.
Yeah, as a chair of the meeting, I have to apologize formally to you. Please proceed.
No, thank you, Speaker. Question 11, the containers operations in the municipality space are regulated by the Informal Trade Department, and Metropolis enforces the transgressions. There is no business license issued. Joint inspections was conducted by Metropolis and BSU informal trade officials, where it was discovered that the container is placed but not operating, and it cannot be approved because 12-meter containers is not allowed as per council approved container policy. We can confirm that no application has been received. Question number 12, the unit has been liaising with the other sister departments responsible for the issuing of permits and land use to ascertain the reason for the container to be there, since the owner could not be reached to get answers whether he has the permit to put the container in the area or not. Question 13, Metropolis has been trying for the past Metropolis has been trying for the past couple of months to identify the owner of the container so that the container can be removed. This is to avoid litigation if there is delicate items inside that can be damaged in the process. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Sabelo. Page 10.
Thank you, Speaker. May I respond to questions?
Sorry, Speaker.
Yes, Councillor Smith.
I'm rising on Rule 11. All right? My question, because this is, I need clarity on something, right? As I'm the author of the question, all right? I need to understand when last Metro Police was there, because last night that container was fully operational and has electricity to supply to it.
Councillor Smith, you wrote those questions. Questions are in line with the rules of order. They were forwarded to a relevant committee. Responses have been prepared. They are presented to council. They will email to you. if maybe you are not happy with some of the answers presented to council, I will suggest that to interact with the relevant committee or the departments so that they provide those details and information to you. But I think here, council have received answers from the relevant committee. Page 10.
Thank you, Speaker.
On a point of order, Speaker.
Yes, point of order.
Speaker, Councillor Smith has pointed you to Rule 11.
Right.
Which is a rule that allows him, as the author of the question, to ask for further explanation. Now, that's, I think it's elucidation, if I'm not mistaken. He's pointed you to that rule so that you can give Councillor Sabelo an opportunity to answer. And if Councillor Sabelo feels that he's not prepared to do so, I think it's then within the rules to also for him to make that determination. But I don't think that Councillor Smith is out of order.
And I never said that.
Having pointed you to the rule.
I never said
think
that.
it would only be correct if you allow the speaker, which is Councillor Sabelo in this case, an opportunity to present his case.
Thank you, Councillor Bailey. I never said that Councillor Smith is out of order. What I'm saying that the relevant committee and the department will provide those answers to Councillor Smith. But as per the sitting today, we have received answers, and what is raising, I don't disagree with him, but I'm saying he will be provided those answers by the committee and the relevant units so that is being clarified on the issues raised. But in terms of council, we have received responses that Councillor Smith requested. But if he's not happy with some of the answers, there's nothing that stops him to interact. Now, the ruling I'm making is like an instruction to the committee and the relevant department to provide further or more information to
On the point of order, Mr. Speaker.
To Councillor Smith.
Please, on the point of order, Mr. Speaker.
That's what I'm trying to explain to
Point of order, Mr.
Councillor
Speaker.
Smith. Councillor Reddy?
Mr. Speaker, it's important that we apply or refer to rules correctly.
Right.
Now, the councillor from the DA, this is why I cannot follow the argument, raises Rule 11 as the point of order. And Rule 11, in terms of the rule book, refers to joint meetings of the council. So I'm not sure where is the relevance.
27 subsection 11. You have the same rule book I do.
Are you talking about section 11 or subsection 11?
27 subsection 11.
Sorry,
Councillor
Speaker.
Reddy, Councillor Smith. Councillor Smith, can you stop what you're
It's
doing?
going to be specific.
Order,
Which
Councillor
rule?
Reddy. Order, Councillor Smith. Listen, Councillor Smith.
He said Rule 11.
Order, Reddy, order. Councillor Smith, when you are on the floor, no one should disrupt you. No one should disrupt you while you are on the floor. But if another councillor is on the floor, you should also listen. Now, while Councillor Reddy is recognized, is speaking, we are being destructive. Please stop what we are doing. Councillor Reddy?
So, Speaker, I need to be clear in terms of which rule was this point raised, because clearly Rule 11 is not the rule that's being discussed here.
Councillor Reddy, I've
Speaker.
already made a ruling on the matter. Let's not discuss it. Let's proceed with the meeting. Page
I
10.
accept that, thank you.
Page 10, the ruling is made. Page 10.
Speaker.
Page 10.
Speaker.
No, I'm not taking any hands now. Page 10. Point of order. Order.
Speaker, I really don't want you to be doing this because I have a lot of faith in you.
Order. Let's listen to Councillor Bailey.
We need to be guided by the rules here in this meeting. Now, Councillor Smith did the most simplest things, which is to point you to a rule. Now, I think what follows after that, Speaker, and with the greatest respect, is for you to then be guided by the same rule. Is for you to be guided by the same, by the same rule. Sabelo, stop doing that, man.
Let me stop you, Billy, there. Billy, you see, in council, this is simple. If the ruling of the Speaker, you feel that the Speaker does not understand or misinterpret rules, but once the Speaker rules, no one should speak after that. But you have a right, after or outside the meeting, to challenge the Speaker for the misunderstanding and the misinterpretation of rules. But you can even go to court. Therefore, Billy, let's not waste council time, because the Speaker has already ruled. Not all the interpretation and the applications of rules will satisfy you. But on this matter of Smith, I've already made a ruling guided by the same rules. Therefore, after I've ruled, it means the matter has been closed. No councillor should speak after a matter has been ruled. Let's close that, Billy, whether you agree with my ruling or not. But with powers vested in me as a Speaker of Council, whether wrongly or correctly, I ruled on the matter. Page 10.
Speaker, may I take this opportunity to respond to Councillor Zamani Kuzwayo's questions. Question number 1. The Storm 2019 has been implemented in 12 phases. We have built 315 houses under phase 1. For phase 2, which is still implementation stage, we have built 313 houses to date. Question 1.1, 2,130. Question 1.2, 609. Question 2, Terrace Garden Trading, 500 PTY Ltd. Bricklay Investment, Alta Tradings. 2.1, 56,744 rand 46 cents. Question number 4. Though I've got a problem, Speaker, about the name dumping, but the answer is no. Answer number 8 and answer number 5, 8,000. Answer number 6, none. Answer number 7, none. Answer number 8, 609 times 56,744 rand 46 cents. Thank you, Somlo.
Thank you. Point 11. Response.
Speaker. Kuzwayo.
Councillor Kuzwayo.
Thanks, Speaker. I think Honorable Councillor didn't answer question 3.
Question 3.
Yes.
Yes.
From
Councillor
2.1, you went to number 4.
Councillor Mwengo, can we get the answer from item 3? Question 3.
Sorry, Mungoni. Various programs within human settlement were utilized to respond to the families affected by various floods. That is from 2019 floods to April 2022 floods, as well as June 2023 floods. The department is currently implementing the second phase of Storm 2019, which is under construction. For April 2022 flood victims, the department supplied building materials for families that were left destitute but could still rebuild in their respective areas. And the Provincial Department of Human Settlement also provided TRUs for those families that were affected by floods. They were relocated to temporary accommodations. That is the answer. Thank you. Sorry, Mnguni, about that. Thank you.
Speaker?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Speaker?
Councillor Kuzwayo.
Yes. Speaker.
Point of order, Speaker.
Right, then we start with the point of order first.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker, I'm really worried about the Councillor Mwango addressing protesters outside. Is he still addressing the people outside as he's not in his seat?
Councillor Nkomenda, social ngathi. Kuzwayo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm just rising on section 27, subsection 11, the point of elucidation. Speaker, I just want to check if the numbers that were given to my questions are correct. If so, does that include the family in what 44 that was taken out from the hall and were not allocated to the Transescape like the rest of the people who were in that hall? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Now, the difficulty I have, Kuzwa, is that the specific family you are talking about was mentioned in your question that you asked, unless Mwengwe never responded to the specific family. Mwengwe?
Speaker, it's a new question, but we'll gladly respond to his question. Usilethele nje usibhalele sokuphendula.
Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. Can you please interact with Councillor Kuzwa and provide answers and assist that family with immediate effect if possible, but it will be informed by your engagement.
Thanks, Speaker.
That was page 11, eh? It was 10, eh? Let's move to 11.
Ngibonge Speaker. Ngiphendula embuzweni kaKhansela uVincent Mkhize. Imbuzo yakhe ibe mhlanu. Izimpendulo. Yes, the municipality has intent repairing this the whole subject to the availability of the capital funding. If yes, this facility is on the worst condition assets and currently falls under the category 2 awaiting capital funding. Umbuzo wesibili answer yakhona. There has been a general secrecy of the capital funding with the competing interest of the city project. We have been unable to fund the refurbishment of these facilities. The answer yombuzo wesithathu. The district is maintaining it's maintaining the other halls in Mpumalanga and making these facilities available to the community for use. Impendulo yombuzo wesine, the parks and the Parks, Leisure and Cemeteries Department currently has 5 halls. Bottle Brush, number 1, Sub 5 Community Hall, Watabega K Hall, Mkizwana Community Hall, Newtown A Hall, that are not habitable due to a renovation that have not been completed at these facilities as part of the region projects that installed. There is also a Mountain and 1 project. Ngiyabonga.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Point of order, Speaker.
Councillors, there's a point of order. Councillor Mkhize.
Thank you, Speaker. May I request Councillor Mazibuko to reread question number 2. I did not get it, please.
Question number 2.
Sorry, the answer. Sorry,
the answer, okay. Can you quickly get an answer for number 2? Order.
For question number 2, there has been a general scarcity of capital funding with the competing interest of the city project. We have been unable to fund the refurbishment of this facility.
Thank you very much. Those responses will be emailed to all the councillors who have submitted them in terms of the rules. Councillors, thank you very much. We are done now with questions. We will then move straight to, in terms of our agenda, to item number 12 on the report from the executive. I will request His Worship, the Mayor, Councillor Nkosi Kaunda, to table the report?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Before I table the report, we would like to congratulate Councillor Zamaso Kabase for having been elected as the Provincial Secretary of the ANC Women's League in the province. Let me take this opportunity to table the first report of the Executive Committee to the Council. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Baba Mayor, City Manager.
Thank you very much.
Can you open the microphone for City Manager?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I am on the first report of the Executive Committee from their meeting which was held on the 8th of the 8th, starting with the report of the Finance Committee from their meeting which was held on the 19th of the 7th, item 1.1, noting of reasons to amend contract S5171 in terms of section 116 subsection 3 of the Local Government Municipal Finance Management Act number 56 of 2003 for the supply and delivery of paint and allied products for a period of 36 months. Committee recommends.
Thank you very much, City Manager. I've got speakers. Number one is Councillor S. Govender. Councillor Reddy, number two. Councillor Ngumalo from the ANC. And Councillor Kaunda will be the last. In that order, Councillor Govender.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mind me if I stop in between. The entertainment has been enthralling so far. The reasons to amend contract S5171 being submitted are in compliance with the MFMA. The report shows that focal points being the increase of rates, that is, raw materials, fuel, labor, and including global uncertainties. These factors have affected the majority of the business sector. We acknowledge the circumstances surrounding cost pressure, but we must maintain contractual clauses such as fixed for duration, etc. Failing which, we will have every contract awardee on our doorstep seeking amendments, which will affect us further. Back pay, in reference to the back pay that's awarded to the supplier for 1 year period, has no actual or estimated figures, which is extremely concerning. As the IFP, we abstain.
Thank you very much, Councillor. In that order, Councillor Reddy.
Mr. Speaker, the reality is that we have to accept that foreign factors, international factors, the cost of especially imported goods is going to have an impact on most of our contracts that rely heavily on import products. The cost of diesel, petrol, etc. is being impacted daily as we speak. We accept that this is something that's unavoidable at the moment, but the municipality needs to look at the impact of price fluctuations in foreign expenses and the impact it's going to have on other contracts. We will gladly support this particular item. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, councillors. I forgot to mention that Councillor Reddy have got 1 minute donated by MOSA. I should have reported that before I allow him to speak, that he has a minute donated to him. Thank you very much, Councillor Reddy. Councillor Ngumalo.
Thank you very much. As the ANC, we welcome the report due to the fact that what happened on this report, that it was an unfortunate situation which was inevitable, because that we had the COVID-19 globally, and that if you look to that page 14, the contract were advertised on the 29th of November 2019, and they closed 17/19/2020. The contract S5171, the supply of the paint and allied product was awarded to Poster Paint Pty Ltd. The period of 36 months, which will be ending on the 5th of July 2025. So it's not true that this contract were contracted in 12 months. Due to this report, it's clear on the page 14 if you look at in number 1. And also that after the changes of the prices globally from 2020 to 21 and 2022, then the SCM assigned to have a committee based on the reality that the tender SCC 17, then they set up the committee to do the adjustment committee because it was required to do that because of the increment of the different years. So on the page 14 as well, the table is clean and clear and it's detailed from 2021, 2020, 2021 and 2022. And also in page 15, you can see the table as well, the proposed percentage based on the reality and the increment. And it stated clear that whatever the SCM did was following all the processes through the MFA. Thank you very much. We welcome the report.
Thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Councillor Nxumalo has adequately covered all the issues. I fully support his submission and the ANC support the recommendations.
Thank you very much, Bob Mayor. Councillors, are the recommendation agreed? Thank you. There are those who are saying no. Let me have the screen, please. Or it's for noting. Yeah, it's for noting. Yeah. It's for approval. No, it's for approval.
No, it's for noting, Honorable Speaker.
It's for noting, yes. Yeah. Are the recommendation noted?
Noted.
Thank you.
The IFP abstains, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. So that we record that. IFP abstain.
APF abstain.
APF abstain.
ATM abstains.
ATPEC.
AIC abstain.
Yeah. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me have a screen, please, because right. Let me allow Jomane to assist us. He want to guide council. Mhlongo. Set the microphone, lay sevens, or this nigga roving mic in the meantime.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Babu Speaker. The councillors will recall that at one council meeting, Councillor Nkosi accused me of wasebenzisa amagama athi bengibayekelani as councillors babe omampumpana. So I don't want to be accused again of doing the same thing. If something is brought for noting, it's to bring it to your attention. Once you have seen it, considered it, that is, you have noted the existence of the report or information that is brought to your attention. Now, when you say you are abstaining from noting, I don't understand what that means, because you've already seen it, noted it, or commented on it. It's for noting.
We're ignoring it. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you. We appreciate we appreciate the guidance.
Point of clarity
from our legal. Councillor Nepen?
Yeah, point of clarity. I didn't get that comment made by the head of legal, because basically what he said to us is that he doesn't understand. So we've said that we are abstaining. He doesn't understand how we are abstaining. I don't understand how that's giving us any clarity.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Quickly, Jomane, if maybe you can further clarify so that councillors are empowered and understand this.
Point of
so that
Speaker.
There's no confusion. Before legal speak, let me allow Councillor Madlala so that we are being assisted.
No, thank you very much, Speaker. Just so that when legal do response, they respond holistically. I want to find out if the point is that when the item is for noting, you have options not to note. So the options that we have when we are approving matters are three. One is to oppose, two is to agree, three is to abstain. Now, when the matter is for noting, when we are saying you don't want, you are abstaining from noting. If you are abstaining from noting, what exactly are you doing? Are you saying you have not seen the matter? Are you saying the matter was not tabled? Are you saying you did not participate because noting is, for me, is that it's in front of me, it has been presented, and that's it. I'm not expected to do anything other than to say I've seen it, and we all have seen it. In fact, some people have even spoken on it. But I'm not a legal person, I'm just trying to find out, because there's no option of putting your head in the sand.
Thank you. Councillors, let's not take this debate light. These debates are very important because they are educational, they are empowering, they are enlightening us. When you approve, when you abstain, when you agree, when you oppose, we have to understand those things. Now, Councillor Alipen and Councillor Madlala are asking legally to clarify that for the benefit of all of us. Jomane?
Thank you, Bob Mayor. If you look at our agendas that for each of the meetings, there are items that come here for decisions and there are items that come here for noting. And we agenda and I think my items for noting are on page 54. The item that come here for noting is, the purpose is to bring it to the attention of councillors, not for a decision. So when an item is in the body of the agenda, but it's for noting, it's treated in the same way as the items from page 54 are treated. Now, it's humanly impossible to unsee what you have seen. You can't say, I choose to say I have not seen what has been brought to my attention. That's why I can't comprehend what it means to abstain from noting.
Now we are now empowered, we now understand what it means. It means the item that we are discussing, page 13, 1.1 is noted. City Manager?
Sorry, Samlo.
We're not noting it.
Babu Kola? Order.
On behalf of the IFP, sifisa ukuyiveza lento noma ingachazwa kanjani. Inja noma ungayibamba nje ngemlenze uyibhekise phansi. Kodwa kusuke kuseyinja.
Okay.
Ngamanye amazwi sichaza ukuthi thina leyo yokubuka nokunotha siyanizwa nichaza nihlone sasingisi.
Yini
But as
ulinganisa
IFP,
ngenja?
we are
Yini
not
ulinganisa
noting
ngenja?
this one, we are abstaining on this item. Clear.
Thank you.
Speaker.
Thank you, City Manager.
Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much.
No further hands, City Manager.
Thank you very much,
Order,
Honorable
order.
Speaker. On page 21, item number 12, public tender awards of eThekwini municipality for the month ended 30th of June 2023. Committee recommends.
We are on page 21, item 1.2. I've got few speakers. Councillor Alipen, Councillor Kavenda, Councillor Reddy, with your minute donated by Mosa. Then we have Councillor Madlala and Councillor Nyanisa. Yes, in that order. Councillor Alipen, number one.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw. My colleague will address this issue.
Okay, thank you very much, Councillor Kavenda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Section 36 tender awards for the month of June is 598 million out of a total of tender value equating to 915 million. Most unauthorized, irregular and fruitless expenditure derives from the application of Section 36, which should be for emergencies. I somewhat feel for the mayor, honorable mayor, as he addresses the city and our residents, trying to convince our people that the city is stable, when actually this praised metro is running on a 65% emergency mode regarding tenders, with the majority of the Section 36 tender awards being used by City Fleet and DSW, yet service delivery is at an all-time low. It's a major issue, so much so that there is a protest currently in Clara State, not forgetting the rates boycott. Let us not forget Section 154 or 139. Somewhere along the line it's coming. Section 36 is too easily accessible. It is an avenue that stirs the temptation for corruption in an already reputation-tarnished city that analysts say breed criminal behavior. As the IFB, we note this. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Kavenda. Councillor Reddy.
Speaker, we gather here in the midst of a grave scandal affecting the very heart of our democracy. It is with deep outrage that I must bring to your attention the misuse of Section 36 in the award of tenders for the month ended 30th June 2023. Let me be clear. Section 36 is only meant to be used in exceptional circumstances where there is an emergency. However, in this instance, 65% of the total value of tenders amounting to almost R1 billion was awarded using Section 36. This alone should raise red flags for all of us. It has become clear that some officials are failing to do their jobs, or even worse, manipulating the system to rig tenders in favor of their cronies. This is a breach of public trust and cannot be allowed to continue. Mr. Speaker, many instances exist where Section 36 was used to cover up delays in the finalization of normal tender processes. This is highly irregular and may lead to adverse findings by the Auditor General, affecting the municipality's clean audit outcome. We in ADEC demand that this matter be investigated immediately, with the same companies receiving tenders after tenders, whether under subcontracting arrangements or not. It is clear that tender rigging is occurring in this municipality. We will not tolerate such fraudulent activity and rogue officials behind these heinous deeds, and they must be exposed and brought to justice. The process must be transparent, and those who have abused their power must be brought to
Councillor
book.
Madlala, EFF.
Sibingelele Speaker. CEFF sicela ukuqala sibonge nje. Sibongela ingane encane. Okwakuthiwa ngeke uqede 5 years. Igcina ifikile ku 10 years. Sibongile sigubhe kamnandi. CEFF sicovered. Siyabonga.
Thank you very much, Hloko. Councillor Nyanisa.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, it's
Can we assist Councillor Nyanisa with the microphone?
Angibonge, Speaker. Siyezwa ozakwethu ngale beyibala yonke imicimbi emimbi abakhala ngayo ngosection 36 bethu uya abuse besho ukuthi kune corruption. I think uma ngabe benobufakazi bokuthi lo section 36 uya abuse futhi kune corruption, ngiyacela nje mina ukuthi ba thinte department relevant ukuze ibhekane nabantu aba abuse le section bashajwe baboshwe, because le abayisho siyenza but exceptionally wenziwa exceptionally sihamba ngayo exceptionally, and enye into esine pressure ngayo ukuthi mase yenziwa le sisuke siyenza ngoba sibheka i service delivery ukuthi ingacompromiseki uma sekufika la ekuthini unama delays akhona vele vele ke abantu abanganandaba ne service delivery kodwa abanendaba nokubheka ukuthi obani benze ama empty allegations ukuthi khona corruption kodwa bengafuni ukukhomba umuntu bethu sibanibani wenza corruption aboshwe lo muntu bazoza nazo lezi zinto kodwa as ANC sizoqhubeka no section 26 uma kufanele ukuthi siwenze ngoba I concern yethu sekuthini we must do service delivery for our people as we promised them. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Nyanisa. Councillors, are the recommendation noted?
Noted.
Thank you very much, Mr. Manager.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. On page 22, item 1.3, budget statement report for quarter ended 30th June, committee recommends.
On page 22, item 1.3, I've got some speakers. My first speaker is Councillor McPherson, is Councillor Cavender, is Councillor Smith from DA. I've got Councillor Mwango, I've got Councillor Reddy, Visven, I've got Councillor Mzimela. In that order, McPherson, you're the first.
Thank you, Speaker. You know, in one of your earlier remarks, you said, you know, when somebody speak, no one should disrupt you. And I hope that you're going to hold that line here. Because what I'm about to talk about are the minutes that are not reflected in this report. And I'm happy that that as usual we've
Councillors, order.
I'm happy that as usual we've got social live streaming, and it's unfortunate that the ratepayers that were outside to peacefully protest or to provide an opinion of their dissatisfaction, I'm sorry that they're not here to hear this part of it. Because the reality of it is, and what I raised in our Finance Committee, Speaker, is the terminal collapse of water and sanitation. And I make specific reference to that. What I said in committee, Speaker, is that 58% of the water loss is made up primarily of water leaks and bursts, and not that of theft, is what we were led to believe over years and years. It was only through the Democratic Alliance that we got the information that the majority of that 58% is through poor maintenance, poor response to repairs. I had said that the department was in crisis and unable to respond to major bursts within the prescribed mandate that they gleefully print every year and say that they are maintaining. That includes, I might add, sewer spills, ongoing sewer spills, and our main tourist attraction beaches are closed last year for the calendar year of 2022. I think it was 280 days out of 365 days. The bursts and leaks go weeks and weeks in many cases without being repaired, resulting in empty reservoirs. This affects paying residents and ratepayers and utility payers, as well as the poor and the marginalized, because the tanker services remains in crisis. The call center is dysfunctional. Non-payment of water is the largest contributor to the 25 billion uncollected debt. And you know what, Speaker? There is no accountability. Nobody's held to account. And I repeatedly ask the chair, who is also the mayor, stand up, call for accountability, hold your officials accountable. And that's what the ratepayers are upset about, is that they don't mind paying their fair share. They don't mind the cross subsidization. It's right and it's the right thing to do. But when you don't get a water stable supply and your beaches are unswimmable, you have to call a dispute. It makes sense. Ratepayers are rightly unhappy in inflated utility bills and cross-subsidization, because in event there is no stable water supply. And it only seems to be the Democratic Alliance that drives this home. And we've demanded that the department be placed in crisis mode. That there be plumbers made available 24 hours, 7 days a week, and that the plumbers reside or live within the area that they repair. So, for example, instead of somebody zooming all the way from Mshloti to fix a burst in Umhlonga, that it's local sourced. It's the minimum. And through those demands, there hasn't even been an acknowledgement, not even from the city manager himself, let alone the head of water department. So what we're saying is, and it's repeatedly shown up in MPAC and COCTA, water is in crisis. Why don't you get rid of him? Why don't you show a strong political will, a strong managerial will, and get rid of the head of water and sanitation, and any of his executives that also show a complete and utter disinterest in making the city work. We lose 2 billion rand in uncollected revenue through loss of water. Get rid of him. Make an example. Show the city that you care. Show the country that you care. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councillor McPherson, Councillor Kavenda.
Thank you, Chair. Speaker. The ANC, the writing is on the wall. Another notorious crisis, our finances. Earlier, you were getting chest pains about the comments on alleged funding using municipal funds. But what you should actually be seized with is a turnaround strategy to fend off the Section 154 that's being implemented, which is a sure shuttle to Section 139. And Speaker, why was this report glaringly omitted in your reports to Council? This report that's being tabled currently, we are estimating, or the city is estimating water losses at 57%. But the DA and ratepayers and taxpayers will tell you that this is a deliberate underestimation. The city looks forlorn, abused, neglected, and derelict in most places because of the governing parties, that is the ANC, EFF, and NFP in this municipality's stark failure to effectively manage the city's budget. Recent COCTA reports are a horror story on our finances and our spending, but yet speakers to come from the other benches will praise the so-called strides in passing progressive budgets, but it's like asking people to thank the ATM for their own money. The ratepayers' protest that is deemed illegal by our rules is actually a gauge for the public outrage on your exorbitant rates and taxes, which are not commensurate with the services that the city provides, which is deteriorating steadily to the point of human rights violations. 30 years, 30% pass rate in services. It's just a 10% difference between the stats that we have in EWS. You are unable to do better and should just vacate office before the Section 139 slaps the city. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Kavenda. Councillor Mwango.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Speaker, we sit in these meetings and talk about noting these items, the consequence management afterwards. The responsibility lies with us as councillors to do something about these issues. We are currently sitting with a situation where ratepayers are punished due to incompetence of the ANC in this municipality. Now, how can we allow water loss to rise up to about 60% in this municipality? Now, who must pay for this loss? We are talking about rate hike. Ratepayers are complaining about these rate hikes, and the mayor is doing nothing about it. Why? Because no one cares about this water loss. And I agree with the colleague from the DA. Something must happen. We must take action. The big question is, what plan do we have in place as this council to deal with the issue of water loss? But I can tell you, Speaker, no one cares because the ANC is incompetent.
Thank you very much, Councillor Mwango. I made a mistake. Apologies, Councillor Smith. I've jumped you. Please come in.
Thank you, Speaker. I just want to take this opportunity to remind this council of the stats that comes from the water department. And let's not say that we're fixing it, because we're not. 76% is what we get to for burst pipes. 47.3% for water operational leaks, 4,500 a month. Sewage blockages are 3,256, and we only get to 30.2%. Customer leaks, 3,216 a month, and we only just get to above half. I want to take this opportunity to remind this municipality that we are not recollecting our debt, of which water owes quite a substantial amount. Even the National Treasury says that we have a problem and that they fear we might not be able to service our debts. That's not me. That's them saying it. So at the end of the day, the ratepayers of this municipality are asking for their pound of flesh, and you're not giving it to them. But I can tell you what, in the next election, we will be happy to service the residents you neglect.
Thank you. Councillor Reddy.
If wishes were
Councillor Reddy.
Mr. Speaker, I stand here not as a politician, but as a concerned citizen, to draw your attention to the dire state of our municipality's water infrastructure, as outlined in the budget statement report. We are currently losing 58% of the total volume of water we purchase from Umgeni Water. This is a staggering figure that should alarm every one of us, as we are paying for water we don't use. The report before us paints a bleak picture of how 40% of the total water losses are due to aging infrastructure. Mr. Speaker, this means that the municipality knowingly allows our precious water to be lost, and it's the ratepayers and water users who have to bear of this incompetent leadership. It is unacceptable, and we must take urgent action. We need to ask ourselves, where is the political will to deal with these water losses? Our current council leadership has failed us in this regard. I believe that eThekwini should approach the Minister of Water and Umgeni Water to fund the upgrades and replacement of our aging water pipes. It may even mean that we march to Umgeni Water offices and hold a demonstration there so that they can agree to fund the infrastructure upgrades that will reduce water losses by up to 40%. We can no longer sit idly by and watch as our municipality falls apart. We must act now, and we must act decisively. The time for talk is over. We need action, and we need action immediately. We need it now. I thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Reddy.
You guys are much by yourself.
Councillor Mzimela.
Thank you, Speaker. Sifuna ukusho nje ukuthi umkhandlu wethu uzama ngawonke amandla awo ukuthi ule le ndaba yokulahleka kwamanzi. Kodwa ke sifuna ukucorrect ukuthi akusile iqiniso ukuthi lo 58% oyi water loss usungasetshenzisiwe abantu, ngoba sinama ablution toilets that are not counted for. I don't think ukuthi laba basuke be calculate lawo manzi. But also Mr. Smith, if you go to Watford, where I'm a ward councillor, there is a plumber there dealing with the water leaks. I'm talking about the practicality. So I'm telling you that this municipality under the ANC-led government with the EFF is responding positively to the issue of water loss. But also with this issue of 154 section that you keep on talking about.
Councillor Mzimela may mention EFF and a small block of parties as far. Please.
Councillor Mzimela.
Yes, no, Speaker, ngifuna ukusho nje ukuthi le ka section 154 ayisho ukuthi it is department yakakhoktha iyabalekele lo masipala bonke ukuthi basebenze into nje bakhona, ayisho ukuthi asebenze umasipala osebenza kangcono kabi compare kwabanye umasipala. So nanokuthi njengoba bekhala labafethu abangaphesheya abayiphasisa eningi responda kwinto ye water loss if we back But nje bayafika baya-rejecta kuphela la, abekho abakubekela phambi kwethu. So ngalawo mazwi nje ngithi asiqhubeke siye phambili ukuya phambili abaye emuva. Siyabonga.
Thank you, councillors. Are the recommendation noted?
Honorable
Service
Speaker,
the residents.
Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very
Honorable
much.
Speaker.
Thank you very much.
Honorable
Point of
Speaker.
order, Speaker, point of order.
Yes, yes.
Okay.